Families are leaving Vancouver, Burnaby, and Richmond in droves. Rising home prices, traffic nightmares, and overcrowded schools are pushing them to look for a better life. And where are they going? Surrey. But why? What does Surrey offer that other cities don't? And more importantly, should your family be making the move too? Today, I'm sharing the real stories of 5 families who we met through this very YouTube channel who packed up their lives and started fresh in Surrey. Each had their own reasons, which we will dive into in this video. And by the end, I've got a bet for you that I know that you can't win. But before I make that bet, let's get into the video right now.
You only get one chance to buy or sell your next home. Let's get it right.
The Patel family had been house hunting for years. They loved their life in Burnaby, but every time they looked at real estate, the numbers just didn't add up. Detached home, out of reach. Townhouse, still stretching their budget. Even a 2-bedroom condo was nearly $1 million. Then they started looking at Surrey. For the same price, as an example, as a 3-bedroom, let's say Vancouver condo, they found a 10-year-old detached home with a backyard in a neighborhood with parks, schools, and room to grow for their kids. And they weren't alone. More and more families are realizing that Surrey gives them more space, more house, and more value. But here's the thing, prices aren't going to stay like this forever. In fact, they are down almost $270,000 since their peak in 2022, but have also remained stable for about the last 18 months or so. So the question is, do you want to wait to see if it goes down further or strike while you know there's opportunity? While you consider that, I want to introduce you to the Williams family.
For the Williams family, the move to Surrey wasn't just about getting a bigger home. It was about getting a better life. In the last few years, Surrey has become one of the fastest growing job markets in British Columbia. Companies in tech, healthcare, education, and construction are setting up here because they know this is where the future is.
And for families like the Williams, that means better career opportunities closer to home. Before moving, both parents commuted into Vancouver every single day. That meant 2 hours in traffic every day, missing dinners, missing time with the kids. After moving to Surrey, this family of healthcare providers found jobs within 15 minutes of their home. And for them, the difference was huge. Less stress, more family time, and a better work-life balance.
So let me ask you, how much is your time worth? And while you add up those numbers on your own current commute, the Tran family story is one that you are surely going to get excited about learning about Surrey.
The Tran family had always considered moving to Surrey, but they weren't sure if it was the right time. They wanted to live somewhere with good transit, new schools, and a strong long-term investment. Then they looked at what's actually happening in Surrey right now. As an example, the Surrey-Langley SkyTrain extension is officially under construction. By 2029, it will extend the Expo line 16 kilometers from King George Station to the new Langley City Centre, adding 8 new stations and making it easier to commute without a car. Another example, BC Hydro is investing $1 billion in capital projects over the next decade, expanding the electricity grid to support Surrey's rapid population growth. Another, new community investments, including upgraded roads, schools, and recreation centers as Surrey's population continues to climb.
The BC government and local developers see Surrey as a major growth hub, and that means more investment in infrastructure is on the way. For the Tran family, that was the reassurance that they needed. They didn't just see Surrey as it is today, they saw what it is becoming. Now, they're excited about being ahead of the curve. So let me ask you, are you thinking short term or are you planning for the future?
Now, you could just stop here in the video, or you could consider hearing more about the Lopez family, another family that we met through this YouTube channel back in 2024, and see why they chose Surrey as their next home.
The Lopez family had always dreamed of a home with space, but they also needed to be close to everything. Work, schools, weekend trips, you name it. From their home in Coquitlam, they felt stuck. Getting anywhere was a nightmare. Richmond, a 45-minute drive. Vancouver, forget about it. Then they realized that Surrey is one of the most centrally located cities in the entire Lower Mainland.
Highway 1, Highway 99, Fraser Highway, among other highways, all run through Surrey. It also has quick access to Vancouver, the Fraser Valley, and beyond. And the US border is right there for weekend getaways. Suddenly, everything felt easier. There was no more battling bridges, tunnels, and endless detours. They could get to where they wanted to go and needed to go without the stress. For the Lopez family, moving to Surrey meant more than just finding the right home. It meant finally living on their own terms.
While you simmer on the Lopez family and their genius move to be more central in the Lower Mainland, the Singh family story is one that you'll want to hear as well. And after that, I want to make you a bet.
The Singh family had one big priority when looking for a new home: finding a place where they actually felt at home. They wanted more than just a house. They wanted a true sense of community. And that's exactly what they found in Surrey.
Surrey is one of the most diverse cities in Canada, with thriving communities, cultural events, and a sense of belonging that you don't always find in other parts of the Lower Mainland. They started noticing it right away. Everywhere they turned, there was a festival, a gathering, a celebration bringing people together.
The Surrey Fusion Festival, an annual event celebrating cultures from around the world with food, music, and performances representing over 50 countries. Or the Vaisakhi Parade, one of the largest outside of India, attracting hundreds of thousands of people every year to celebrate the Sikh New Year with vibrant processions and free community meals for everyone. You've got the Surrey Greek Food Festival, where families enjoy authentic Greek cuisine, music, and traditions right in their own backyard. Or one of my favorites, Canada Day in Cloverdale, one of the largest Canada Day celebrations in all of Western Canada, featuring live entertainment, food trucks, and family-friendly activities that bring the entire city together.
For the Singh family, this wasn't just about moving houses, it was about finding a real community. They didn't just want to live somewhere, they wanted to belong somewhere, and that's exactly what they got. So let me ask you, is your family looking for just a house or a place that truly feels like home? And here's my bet to you, which you can let me know in the comments below. The bet is whether you can guess what area of Surrey is going to be the hub, the largest populated area of the entire city by 2030. Let me know your guess in the comments, and I bet that you're going to get it wrong, and I'll respond to all the guesses that are in there.
The stories of these 5 families are not unique. In fact, you might have seen a bit of their own story in yours. If you're thinking about moving to Surrey though, the next big question is, where in Surrey should you live? Well, I've got that covered as well. That video is coming up next. Click over to it and I'm going to walk you through the absolute best neighborhoods in the entire municipality that you will want to call home. You've heard it all before about Surrey. Surrey is an up-and-coming municipality. Surrey is an incredible place to call home. Surrey is the city of parks, but it's also been dubbed the city of the future.